Okay, let's talk about traveling. A lot of times we think about traveling and exploring, we think about spending a lot of money and going to faraway places, taking airplanes, trains, buses, driving. But I want to explore some other options, and I want me and my friends have really been talking about how much do you know about your own city or your own state? I've been spending a lot of time recently, just exploring my own community. I mean, again, I have a whole lot of history because I'm in Washington D.C., but I'm from Connecticut. So when I go home and I spend some time, I make sure I learn a little bit more about where I came from, which doesn't cost anything. I mean, a lot of people we're just exploring. I mean, I those of you who know me know I seem to try to go to every festival that's in the city of Washington, D.C. That's why I moved down here. If it's a festival or something in the community, I try to make my business to be a part of that. That's my neighborhood. That's my community. I don't need to go far. Another thing I tried to see, just like last weekend, I went and actually took a tour of the Ford Theater. Now, I've been living in Washington for quite a while. I've never been to the Ford Theater. I've been by it going from here and there, but I've never been to the Ford Theater. So I got to see, for those of you who are not familiar with the Ford Theater, it's where President Lincoln of the United States got assassinated at the Ford Theater. He was shot in the booth overlooking the play. He was taken from the Ford Theater over to the Peterson House, which I also got to see, and where he died. Also, some of the people who had a plot against him alleged was Mary Surratt. Mary Surratt, they said, was part of the conspiracy to kill Lincoln because of all whatever they killed him for. I'm not going to allude to. But I got to go to the boarding house where Mary Surratt used to own, which is now a Chinese restaurant. So I got to see a whole lot of history. I don't want to tell you how long I've been here, but that was another part of the community, tying in all the things that's part of my community. Next weekend, I'm going to be going to where? The embassy tours. If you've been watching some of my shorts, they show when I go to the embassy tours and I go see the different embassies and how much fun. That's a whole lot of fun. But in your city, there's a whole lot of history, a lot of places that you can go to that you can get information. Again, I'm in D.C. I don't know if I posted going to the DuPont Underground, which you can go and look at all the things going on underneath DuPont Circle. It's just a host of things that I'm here. It costs me nothing. Literally costs me nothing to go. I get to ride the metro for free. That's another story. But I'm going to see my community, and I think I embrace you. It doesn't cost a lot. Check out your neighborhood. Get a map. See what the historical places are in your place. Go to cities you've never been before. Just drive. Sometimes if you're driving, if you're able to drive, if you can take a train, go there and see what they have, what kind of things you can learn about. You'll be surprised. You can meet new people, try new foods. Just have your own little adventure. If you have a bud, a best friend, or somebody, take them with you and you all can go. And you could check it out and see. Again, I'm finding this adventure I'm on. Again, I do travel a lot of places outside the D.C. area, but I do spend a lot of time going, learning. Again, within the last month, I told you, I went to the Ford Theater. They had a big celebration for Emancipation Day, which is a D.C. kind of thing. So if you're not in D.C., you're not going to know about the Emancipation Day. I did the Chinese celebration. I did the celebration for not the Philippines, but from other places. Every week they're going to have the barbecue bash, which I posted when you saw me with my hot dog hat. I'm not sure I posted. Anyhow, every weekend there's something going on. If there's not something going on, somebody's sponsoring a trip for $50, $30, nearby places. Hop on the bus, pack yourself a sandwich, and you're going down the road for a week. Get out there. Learn your community. Go and it doesn't cost you a lot of money to have fun and learn about things. It doesn't. I've taken many tours. I've belonged to many groups that give you discount, free things that you can do around your community. Tell you the history, what went on. Sometimes, even if you've been there before, you don't know the history of the place. Like there's something called Easter Market, which is a big flea market kind of vending kind of thing. They had a tour of Easter Market. They talked about where the different vendors came from, where the food came from. They had a thing where you go down to an art gallery. I'd never been to the art gallery. They had you try different foods, adventure, but it's always an adventure. And again, I don't like to belabor issue, but I always think that it's nice to go out and reach out. We have so much to learn and so much to do. And it's just wonderful to be able to see the world, especially since for a lot of us, we have time. We may not have money, but we have time. So explore what can you do on the cheap. Even if you explore movies, just use movies. The things I think is Tuesday. Tuesday may be $1 a day. $5. You go to the movie theater for discount to see a great movie about stuff, especially historical. We have a movie theater that has unusual, not the regular historical, off the beaten path types of movies. So if you're interested in expanding your mind and learning about some things a little bit different, that's the movie theater for you. I think it's called Downtown or East Street Movie Theater. But it's wonderful. Go out, explore. I mean, then you talk about going and seeing nature. Go to the flower gardens. Learn about the different flowers. I mean, if you have allergies, that may not be the place for you. But go out in your city. Each little town has something. Give you an idea. I remember I belong to different Facebook groups, and they were talking about a freshwater pond that they had in Connecticut, in my hometown. They had a freshwater pond these people talk about. I said, I never heard of this freshwater pond. Never heard about it. When I was in Connecticut, I had my sister check it out. And we found the freshwater pond. The funniest thing was, it was right down the street from where I went to the high school, right down the street from where my favorite restaurants are. It was right there. I had lived there, never knew. She's still there, been there for eons. I mean, I'm not even going to tell you, she never knew. But when I belonged to this group, they pointed out different things. You need to go here, check out this, you know this. So sometimes it's belonging to the community groups that share and tell you about different things that you can be a part of. I mean, just the wine, if they're taking wine use music groups, again, being where I am, the nation's capital, I get to hear the best bands for free. I get to go to a lot of concerts for free. There's a whole lot of free. Should be, since we don't have any voting rights, but that's a whole different issue. And with taxation about representation, that's another issue too. But regardless of whether you are where I am, or whether you're in New York, or whether you're in Timbuktu, there's something. Go out there, try it, learn, talk to people, learn about things. It's a wealth of information. Get to know your neighborhood. Get to know your city. Get to know your state. Get the information. This lady posted something recently today all about New Jersey. Now, I knew few things about New Jersey because when I think of New Jersey, I think of the diners. But she posted so many things I didn't know about New Jersey. It was her state. And when I go to New Jersey, which I'm going to check out some of the stuff she's talking about. But again, if I'm in New Jersey. But now I am going to be doing my state. And my state, I don't have a state. I'm going to be doing Washington, D.C. I am going to explore. I've been to the Lincoln Monument. I've been to the Washington Monument. I've been to the World War II Monument. I've been to Vietnam. I've been to Martin Luther King. I mean, I did that, done that. But there's some places I haven't been. Yes, I have not been, believe it or not. There are still places, as long as I've been living here, which I won't tell you in a minute, that I have not been in, like the Ford Theater. And I'm sure wherever you are, there are places you have not seen that you'll walk by, and especially if you're a place where tourists come and they look at things you never thought about going. Oh, it's always going to be there. I'm taking it for granted, blah, blah, blah. But go and check it out. I mean, I have not really been down to Georgetown a lot. I haven't been. But I will. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to do things. They have a big flea market down there. I'm going to check out some of this stuff. So again, I want to point out, just want to push you. I'm a good pusher beyond your boundaries for you to go and do things and live sensational, because we're not meant to just sit. We didn't get older just to sit and just to sit. We got older to live, to continue to dream, to see things within reason. So I implore you, check it out. Again, I'm Arlene. Please like and subscribe. I'm just trying to push the button and let you be sensational. Anyhow, please like and subscribe. Ask any questions. I'm open for you. Thank you.